I'm guessing you've seen all those SaaS companies blowing up on YouTube recently, adding millions of dollars to their ARR from their videos. But the good news is you're not late. Most B2B software companies are still not doing YouTube, which means that this is your opportunity to be early and completely stand out from your competition. Because let's be honest, you're probably struggling with leads who don't trust you enough, having long sales cycles, trying to build credibility, and watching your competitors become the household names in your space. Now, over the past few years, my team and I have helped dozens of B2B and SaaS companies solve these exact problems using YouTube. So in this video, I'll break down exactly how you can use YouTube as a SaaS company to grow your brand, generate leads, book demos, and scale your ARR. I'll give away all our strategies from creating the content plan to producing the videos to building out the entire YouTube SaaS funnel. So let's dive in. So YouTube is the most slept on channel for SaaS companies, and here's why. Most SaaS companies treat it as a video storage platform and nothing more. This means that they upload demos, ads, or webinars, but there's no optimized content for YouTube. There's no real strategy behind it. And then they just wonder why they only get like 47 views or something on their videos. This is obviously not the right way to use YouTube, and that's why all the SaaS companies who nail it completely dominate their niche. Companies like HubSpot, Instantly.ai, HiFury are all crushing it and are scaling their ARR directly from their YouTube videos. They've used YouTube to become household names in their space, beat their competitors, and generate a consistent amount of pipeline and revenue from their content. Here I link their channels, and they definitely figured out how to create YouTube videos as a SaaS company that actually drives results. I like to say that YouTube is the silver bullet for SaaS marketing, and here's why. First of all, it builds trust at scale. Long-form video lets you target your exact ICP and provide massive value to them. People will finally look at you and your company as the experts, and honestly, no other platform can be at this level of trust. Of course, you can upload short videos like Reels on Instagram, you can create LinkedIn posts and stuff like that, but compared to a 15 to 25 minute YouTube video that is full of value and actually solves a problem that your ICP has, like the difference is day and night. The second reason is that it shortens your sales cycles. So no matter where leads come from, they will most likely go through your YouTube content if they are thinking about buying. And by the time that they book a demo, they already understand your product and they know that they need it. What this means is higher conversion rates and shorter sales cycles from all other marketing channels. It can be ads, it can be outbound, no matter what other thing you do. If you have the right YouTube channel and the right YouTube strategy and YouTube presence, you will see high conversion rates from all of those other marketing channels. So it's just an absolute no-brainer. The third reason is that it creates a consistent inbound lead flow. So YouTube videos work 24/7, like they don't stop, and people find you organically months or even years after the videos were uploaded. That's because YouTube videos are evergreen. Many of our clients are still getting leads from videos we uploaded literally years ago. It's not like paid ads where you just stop spending and the leads completely dry up. Now, the fourth and last reason is that it differentiates you from every competitor. Most SaaS companies don't do YouTube, or they just do it terribly. And that's exactly your chance to stand out and dominate in your niche. When prospects compare solutions, you're the one that they already know and trust, and that's why it will be a no-brainer to go with you. Now, real quick, if you want us to handle your entire YouTube process from A to Z, then make sure you click the first link in the description and book a free call with me. Now let's get back to the video. Here's a best YouTube strategy for SaaS companies. The first pillar of the strategy will be top of funnel videos, which will be 70% of the videos that you should be creating. These will be educational videos solving your ICP's problems. This type of video attracts new audience who fit your ideal client profile. And these are your growth videos that get the most amount of views, that actually get new people into your ecosystem. For example, let's say you're a tool that helps e-commerce brands automate orders. That's just an example. So top of funnel video topics might be scaling an e-com brand, building systems in e-com brands, fulfillment options for e-com brands, softwares to use for e-com brands, etc. These will be very broad topics that your ideal clients care about. And this way, when you create videos where you target these topics and actually provide value on these and solve your ICP's problems, they will naturally watch your videos and see you as an expert. So here are a couple of real examples of top of funnel videos like this. Clay.com, I sent 10,000 cold emails and learned this. So there's like a very top of funnel educational video about cold email, as well a Clay.com video about like how to scrape data from any website. Again, it's a topic that their ICP searches for. It's more of like a top of funnel topic. And here's another one from Instantly.ai, the best cold email strategy in 2025. So these are very value-based educational videos. But you might say that, okay, we can create videos like that and we can get views, but it won't lead to actual leads and results, right? This is wrong, and here's exactly how to actually turn these videos and these views that you get into leads. So first, you actually want to solve people's problem in the video, and don't hold back anything or make it vague. It's not a promotional video or like a surface level video where you want to go deep. The way you get results on YouTube is if you're actually providing value, sharing real insights and real useful information. Now then, you also show your tool in the video where people can use it in the process. For example, let's say with the previous example, you have a tool that helps e-com brands automate orders. Let's say you create a video about scaling e-com brands. When you talk about sending out orders in that video, which will be naturally a part of the video because it's a part of scaling an e-com brand, you talk about sending out orders and the operations part. You mention your tool and explain how to use it to automate everything. You actually make it educational. It's not a sales pitch or anything like that. You literally create a very valuable educational videos about each part of scaling an e-com brand. But then for the part where you talk about like how to automate orders, the backend like operations part of it, you say that, okay, this is my tool, go in here and that's how you can automate it. You just show it like a tutorial, like an educational video, but you just plugged in your tool, and people that want to take action on the video will go and get that tool, set it up, do it just as you did on that video, and this will drive crazy signups. That's literally the exact strategy that Clay.com uses, Instantly.ai uses, and all those big SaaS companies that were successful on YouTube use. Now that's 70% of the videos. 30% of the videos will be middle of funnel or bottom of funnel videos. These will be direct product videos showcasing your tool, feature tutorials and use case breakdowns, and also case studies and client interviews if that's applicable to your niche. These will naturally get fewer views, but way higher conversions, and will target people who are more like already solution aware. They might know your solution already, they know they need it, but they still haven't been convinced to either sign up or book a demo, but they are already warm. Here are also a couple of real examples of how these big SaaS companies do it. So like Clay.com, a full like Clay.com tutorial you can see here. Instantly.ai, the same thing, they created a full tutorial. HubSpot.com, these work really well to like convert people who already know your tool and are warmer, as I said. But these won't drive real growth, so that's why we like to keep it at around 30% of the videos that we upload. Now there's an important caveat for niche SaaS products, which is that if you're in a super niche space with low search volume and a small total addressable market, then you won't get hundreds of thousands of views organically. That's just not gonna happen due to the nature of how many people are interested in your solution, how big is the pond that you're targeting, like the total market. That's just not gonna happen. You're just not gonna get a bunch of views or go viral or get these crazy amounts of numbers. But that's actually okay, and here's why. First of all, YouTube content will still shorten your sales cycle with pre-nurtured prospects. Also, it will nurture existing leads throughout your entire funnel. It will also differentiate you from every other competitor that you have out there, and it will also build your authority even with smaller view counts. So you will most likely still get a nice ROI on YouTube, but it's not the same for all of the niches in SaaS. It's important to know. For some niches, you can literally blow up and make YouTube like your main sales channel. For other niches, it might be just a supplementary strategy where you can increase the power and the conversions of all your other marketing, but it won't be the main and primary driver for your growth. So now let's talk about producing the videos. The first part is the scripting. So this is crucial to make videos perform well, because the wrong scripts just kill retention and conversions, while the right scripts actually make people watch the video till the end and then convert. Here's the three-part structure that we follow with all of our clients. The first part is the hook of the video, which will be usually the first 15 to 40 seconds of your video. In this part, you should explain who the video is for, what problem you're solving, and why you're qualified to help, which is giving essentially social proof. Now, for this part, you want to make it fast-paced to hook people in and most likely highly edited. After that comes the second part, which is the body of the video. This will be around like 80 to 90% of the video, and this is where you actually deliver the value. It helps if you structure the video in sections. So for example, you can make a video about like X steps or 5 strategies. So like think about numbers and sections in a way where you're creating a systematic approach for the video. Also make sure you keep a casual tone throughout the video. It's not good when SaaS companies use AI to like script out the videos entirely and it sounds like super corporate or like super AI. We always want to make it sound casual, natural, and that's just the best tone that works for a YouTube video. And also this is the part where you provide value, so you naturally want to make it as useful as you can for your ICP. Then the last part is the outro part. So this is where you briefly summarize the value that you provided in the video, and then you make a clear call to action to either sign up for your tool or book a demo. What's important here is that you want to position this as a logical next step. What I mean by that is, let's say you just made a video about, again, how to scale an e-com brand. Let's just stay with the previous example, and you're a tool that helps e-com brands automate orders. You want to explain how crucial it is to figure out that part of automating orders and how this is a make or break for actually scaling an e-com brand. So for people who clicked on that video, watched it, and are actually serious about implementing it, they will feel obligated to get your tool and start using it because they want to scale an e-com brand. Like, that's why they clicked on the video, that's why they watched it. So it's just a logical next step for them to, okay, sign up or either book a demo and start using that tool. That's how you want to think about your call to actions. It doesn't work if you just mention, oh, by the way, sign up here if you want XYZ. No, you want to make it the next logical step so people feel obligated to taking it. And also just keep it short and direct. That's also important. Now, in terms of recording the videos, this can be done by either the founder of the SaaS company, a team member, or a freelancer. Now, the founder is the best to record it if you want to build their personal brand. This can be very powerful, and with some of our clients, we are building their personal brands. So you just want to think about if personal branding is a priority, then I would definitely recommend making the founder the person who records the video. Team members can work well if they are good on camera and they are an actual expert and they can kind of inject their expertise into the video. And also freelancers can work if you or your team members don't want to be on camera. Now, in terms of production, you have two options. First, building an in-house team or hiring an agency. Building an in-house team makes sense if your company is huge with a dedicated media team already. You're already getting consistent revenue from YouTube, so it makes sense to really build out your internal team for that. Also, if you have the budget to hire a full-time editor, a full-time thumbnail designer, and a full-time YouTube strategist, because these are the three essential roles you will definitely need if you want to scale on YouTube. There might be some more, but these are just right away the three essential ones. And also, you will need to have expertise to actually hire the right people and know what to look for each of these roles. For example, you will need to know, okay, what a good editor looks like, what a good YouTube strategist looks like. If you have no idea about YouTube content or content in general, this will be really hard. So you definitely need to have that expertise so you actually hire the right people. Now, going with an agency is honestly a better option for most of the SaaS companies, and here's why. First of all, everything is handled for you. So like the ideation, the strategy, the scripting, the editing, the thumbnails, the SEO optimization, scheduling the videos, channel management, like everything is handled for you. And also working with an agency, you get the expertise from people who've already done it for other companies. Obviously, for that, you want to hire an agency that has the results, that has the case studies, and that has worked with already companies in the space. I'm not saying that in your niche, but in general, like in the B2B space, let's say, if you're in B2B, you should hire someone who has expertise and experience in this niche. And this will be more cost effective than hiring a full-time team, especially when you consider the cost that it takes to actually find the right people, then to manage those people, and then to actually pay them their salaries. So all of that combined, it usually comes out to be cheaper or pretty similar when you hire an agency. So if you go with the agency route and you want to get started with a team that's already worked with dozens of B2B and SaaS companies, then make sure you book a free call with me using the first link in the description. On that call, we'll analyze your business, create a custom YouTube strategy, and see if our done-for-you system is the right fit to have you start generating qualified demos and signups from YouTube. So again, click the link below to book a free call with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.